Eastern Shore was good. It's your boy King Langston. Spectrum Talks. I'm here with none other than the legendary Mandel Copeland. We're about to get into the interview. Stay tuned. Eastern Shore was good. It's your boy King Langston. I'm here. Mandel Copeland, what's going on, sir? How you doing today?
Doing well.
That's good. So for the people out there who don't know who you are, you're a legend around this area, man. Talk a little bit about yourself. Let them know who you are and where you're from.
As you first stated, Mandel Copeland is my name. Been from the area. Salisbury, Maryland is my home. Originally out of Virginia, but I've been here long enough now. I guess you can say I'm from the Eastern Shore, and I'm proud to say that I'm from the Shore. And been doing the music. Started playing about the age of 9 years old. So I'm not gonna give you my age, but I've been at it for a minute. So you know, I've been working gospel practically all my life, and there's some great benefits in doing this music, gospel music, and you know, as far as the area is concerned.
Let's talk a little bit about, you know, you being from Virginia, man, and the Eastern Shore and the gospel realm. It's not really no different from the hip hop realm. Talk about the support system here on the Eastern Shore when it comes to music on the Eastern Shore. You know, a lot of people feel it's not a support system here. That's why you have to go outside to really make it. Talk a little bit about that, what your experience in the music.
What I've experienced in the last, I think we're growing. In the last 20 years, things have changed where the resources are much greater now that you can really stay home and make work, get work in. Now, a couple of years ago, it was hard to get work in because we didn't have the resources. But now, it's the main thing with artists is just, you know, your work ethic.
Right.
You gotta want it, you know. And if you work hard at it, you know, things can happen.
Definitely a musically inclined family. You know, your family been around. Father, the legendary George Copeland, man. Let's just talk about that experience, man, coming up under a legend like that, you know, things of that nature.
Like I first stated, man, there's like pros and cons come with this. You know, father being a pastor, being well known in the area, you know, there's a box that causes you to kind of grow up in, the do's and the don'ts, and there's more don'ts than do's. But the perks is it kind of gave me a platform that I was fortunate to have, and every day that I get up, you know, I'm always grateful. I'm understanding that what God blessed me with, you know, I'm really fortunate to have. So I don't take it for granted. Where I see myself in the next 5 years, there's several things I got brewing in the pot. First thing, everybody already knows about my brother Joshua Copeland, who's an amazing vocalist. My nephew, Jeremiah Copeland, another amazing vocalist. Also my son, Madison, is another amazing vocalist. So those three guys are some things I got brewing in the pot. And then my main goal is I'm looking to open up some type of music school, conservatory of the arts, so that we can again be able to have our kids go and have our skills nurtured, so that once you get done schooling, there's a platform already set up for you to go and do what you need to get done. So that's my 5-year plan. I want to do a Mandel Copeland Conservatory Music Arts School.
I will bless the Lord. 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 Even in my nighttime. Even in my nighttime feeling. I will bless the Lord. 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 I will.
You had a chance to dip into the realm of the gospels entertainment area, man. You had a group doing a lot of traveling, doing a lot of big things, man. Talk a little bit about that and what your group was called and things.
Well, it was Mandel Copeland and Company was the name of the group. It was basically a vision that I had about really just giving a platform for the talent. That as far as the gospel, I would go to different churches and hear different musicians or maybe a different praise and worship leader, and I would see like a diamond in the rough. I would see something that the average person wouldn't see, and I would say, you know, if we could meet somewhere every week and just let me talk to you and kind of give you, you got this part good, but you're missing this. And if you would just listen to me, I guarantee you, in a couple of weeks, we can put something together. And so that's basically how the group started. We met every Monday at my church. Some of the guys now have become phenomenal musicians. A lot of these guys are playing professional. A lot of these young men and young ladies are singing professional background for certain different artists now. So that was basically the whole concept of the group. It was a platform for the area to really get noticed. Right. And I was just a bus. Right. That's basically it. I was just a bus.
Let's talk a little bit about, man, legendary Shirley Caesar is very close to your family and things of that nature, man. I know she's definitely a dynamic lady, man. Let's talk a little bit about that just for a little bit for the people.
Well, you know, she and my father, they grew up together singing gospel music, and then, you know, we were blessed to be around the talent of her, and, you know, they label her as the queen of gospel, and, you know, she's well over in her 70s, and she's probably one of the hardest working ladies today in this game, you know what I'm saying? So again, you know, age is but a number, so again, it goes back to how bad you want it, you know, because that's what she works about and she talks about. You know, work hard, you gotta get it in.
Instruments that you play yourself that you know?
Well, I started out on the drums. Right. I think most piano players, you're going to always start off in the rhythm section of all churches. So I started playing drums and just working the drums. And then I kind of got around a couple other friends and I kind of found out, you know, you don't really make serious money being a drummer. Right. So I figured I better get on the piano. Right. And I started working the piano and things just kind of grew from there.
Right. So do you still play? Do you love
well, I still love the drums, but my passion is the piano, organ, and boards and that.
It's definitely good.
The advice that I would give any inspired artist is I live by two things, and it's called the 2 H's. And that is stay hungry and humble. You know, the money will come, but you do it for the love of the music and work hard. Those are the things that I would share with any upcoming artist. You gotta work. If you're a musician, work on your craft. If you're a vocalist, work on your vocal ability. You gotta be versatile in this game. And a lot of musicians mess up because they're not versatile. Same thing with vocalists. They're not versatile, so they become one-dimensional in what they do. So to answer that question, man, I would just, you know, share with any artist or any musician, man, work on your craft. It's important.
Also, community activist, man. I've seen you out there several times coaching and things of that nature. Talk a little bit about that experience, man, giving back to the community.
Well, I like to first give props out to Rob McKenzie because he's the one that got me started coaching. I was assistant coach, and then he brought it to my attention. He couldn't coach a couple of years. He said, "Look, I want you to do it." I was scared. I was scared to death, like because my greatest thing was failure. Right. You know, I just didn't want to be a failure at it. So I just said, "Nah, I don't want to do it." So one Saturday morning, he called me. He said, "Listen, go out to your front yard. There's some things out there for you." I was like, "Cool." So when I opened my door, all the football gear was in my front yard. He was like, "You coaching?" Right. So that's kind of how I got started coaching, and that kind of was a great thing of being a mentor and working with kids. And you know, needless to say, you know, we were blessed the last couple of years to win championships. So it's been a great atmosphere and a great experience for me.
And definitely got a shout out to the Vikings because I was a part of that dynasty. So you know, that's definitely championships that you've been winning. So.
It's important for kids to know in this age that we live in. Every kid's not going to play basketball. Every kid's not going to be a track star. Every kid's not going to be able to be a NASCAR driver. But every kid has a talent. Every kid has something in him that he or she can do. And I'm finding out more. It's just in our culture that we have more vocalists, more musicians, but no one takes the time to really cultivate them. And if you just go to any church in America, any church on the Eastern Shore on Sundays, it's loaded with diamonds in the rough. Just need somebody to take some time and cultivate.
Again, man, I thank you so much for coming through with us today, man. Spectrum Talks. Is there any shout outs or anybody you want to say something to out there before we end the Spectrum Talk?
I just want to give a shout out to Spectrum Talk, man, to allow me the opportunity and that thought enough of my gift to give me a moment and platform again to share with the community that there's a lot of talent here, and it's a good feeling to know that we're starting to be spotlighted and know that you know, the talent is here. Let's get it in.
Right, most definitely, man. Listen, there's a lot of legends on the show. This gentleman would love to talk to anybody. He's a very friendly person. Anytime or any advice you need, come see Mandel. Find a way to contact him. He's definitely at the church on Sundays. Yeah. Bishop Copeland, Jersey Road. You know where the building is. Yeah. Go check him out. He'll talk to you. Any experience or any questions that you need, he'll definitely give it to you. We'd like to thank him again for coming through. And again, it's a lot of legends, like he said on the show, a lot of talent on the show. We got to start working together, man. It's not just about hip-hop. Spectrum is not just about hip-hop. We're going to shine the light on everybody that's doing something positive in our community. So we thank y'all for saying so.